Today I want to share with you the 11 best marketing strategies for 2019. So let's jump into it. Number 1, build relationship with software companies and people in your space, people selling to your audience. You can do co-marketing, guest blogging, and content marketing initiatives together. Again, this can help you generate word of mouth or buzz. We at Mailshake get lots and lots of referrals from some of our competitors that are selling to larger audiences, other people selling to salespeople. It's great. It actually accounts for 5 to 7% of our new business every month. Number 2, update old content, right? Keep expanding, updating content that generates traffic. Now, don't just update every piece of content. Look at Google Analytics and see what's actually in your top 20, 25 traffic sources, and keep optimizing, updating, and improving those pieces of content, because those can be massive traffic generators. At my website, suchinpatel.com, that is the single biggest impact in new traffic or expansion I've gotten outside of new content. So what I mean by this is more updating old content has generated more traffic for me than creating new content. And so I could pretty much do nothing and just update new content or old content and get more traffic. Number 3, mobile messaging, Facebook Messenger, chatbots. This is the future of marketing. It's all about conversations over leads. Very, very important. So whatever type of business you have, whether it's e-commerce, info products, online education, SaaS, whatever, think about how you can leverage chat in a way where you can actually drive conversations, because those are the new way to generate leads. Number 4, form link building partnerships. Again, this is also back to the relationships element. Think about people in your space. If people are building links and you know they're doing content marketing, maybe together you can help each other out, because they're going to be building links on their own. You're going to be building links. Maybe there's some ways to do that. We've been able to double, triple the number of links that we get per month just by forming partnerships and relationships with people that are also doing a lot of that. Again, ultimately, we're giving more links to our partners. They're generating more links for us. And we're not doing it in a way where it's gray hat or anything. We're just creating more content and going out there and guest blogging. And we can, I can talk to you all day long about link building, but these partnerships help us 2-3x our volume. Number 5, host highly focused webinars. Sure, you can host webinars on a wide range of topics in your space, but if you go super hyper specific, you can get a lot less people, but a lot more higher intent potential customers involved and listening. We get more conversions from our webinars that get maybe 5 or 10 participants than we do the ones that get 500 to 1,000. Why is this? Because they're very, very specific. We're either writing on copywriting. It's also, we're marketing these webinars to the same people. But guess what? Somebody's more likely to want to learn more about a specific thing. Maybe they're having a problem with, or that they're struggling with, or want to learn more about, than a broader topic. And they're more closer to the buying cycle. So ultimately, it has generated more customers because they're closer to right before purchasing. Number 6, leverage video through guest posts. And what I mean by this is, most people do a lot of guest posts and they push out written content, but now take it a step further. Maybe you can use some of the videos you've created, embed them in guest posts. That way you get more screen real estate on that guest post that points back to you, another piece of content or another thing that you've written. Or you can do essentially a co-marketing thing with the place you're going to guest post on, and you can do a quick video. And that could be the essence of the guest post, and then it could be kind of the words on there. The content could be a recap or a gist of what the video is. One, it's way easier to create video than it is to write a blog post, and also you get a lot more real estate back to other places you want. And lastly, mixed media is a big part of what drives click-through rate and what makes a good piece of content. And so you just end up creating a much, much better quality piece of content. All right. Number 7, develop persona-based ebooks. And what I mean by this is that you may have multiple different types of customers, maybe subsets. Start creating content specifically to target this category. It's really well on the long tail SEO element. It also plays to very hyper specific content. Again, you can't be the best in class without going deep into each industry and being very, very specific. So, at Mailshake, we've got salespeople, PR, marketing. Guess what? We've created content for those 3 buckets of people. We've created ebooks, we've created videos and whatnot, because something I talk about regarding sales has 0 impact on somebody who's using our software for recruiting. And so, they may just glance over and never use it. But if I write an ebook and that's how they come in through the platform, even though most of our customers are sales-based, they may think we are a recruiting tool, right? It's all about the perception of how they think our software is optimized and less about what it's optimized or who it's optimized for. All right, number 8, speaking of optimization, optimize your blog content. Really, really important here, not to just create new content in 2019, is to really go back to your old content, like I said, updating it, but in this case, optimize it, right? So do you have content that's generating traffic? Is there a place you can add new links to, or is there a place you can add call to actions to essentially generate traffic, leads? Or is there a place you can ask for an email? Is there a thing where you can just completely revamp the content and change the topic? Is it outdated? Things like that. Very, very helpful. Again, you can use these to build relationships. Can that blog content turn into a video? Can that blog content turn into a webinar? A lot of the videos or webinars and speaking engagements or talks I've given all turn down into a blog post. But you can also do it the other way around. A popular blog post can turn into a video, a webinar, and many more things like that. Number 9. Test non-traditional social media. What I mean by this is maybe a very, very specific niche social media network in your space, maybe Quora, Pinterest. Those channels, Quora and Pinterest, have so many users that they have to work in your space. There may be or there has to be a subcategory or a subcategory that could potentially have traffic and visitors and can drive them back to your website. So think about that. Why this is important is because Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter are freaking competitive. It's cutthroat. It's noisy. It's saturated. So by using Quora or Reddit, and again, Reddit for the end user makes sense, but Reddit for an e-commerce website, a lot more scarce. So think about those subcategories or different offbeat social networks. Number 10, prioritize the user experience on your blog. So there's too many pop-ups on most freaking blogs. You ask for an email immediately. You ask them to freaking subscribe through a Chrome extension. So now you give them push notifications. You ask them, you tell them to download a book. You ask them to sign up for your product. Think about everything you're doing and think about your blog or your content marketing as a product. Would you on your website, or if you're a SaaS owner or e-commerce, would you, when somebody's purchasing, prompt them with 15 things? No freaking way. So think about your blog as a product and optimize it that way. And lastly, include a CTA on your top performing blog post. This is absolutely guaranteed to work. One, you already know that traffic is there on your blogs. And 2 is you're probably not doing the best to monetize that. I can tell you from talking to a few dozen founders and content marketers that there's a lot of improvement for their top performing blogs to actually generate more traffic. Lastly, maybe that call to action isn't a sign up for your product. Maybe it's an email and a drip. So an ebook or some sort of drip campaign you can do. So there's many ways you can actually optimize that call to action, but ultimately you need to have it. You need to focus on that. So that's it. Those are the 11 things that you can do in 2019 that are guaranteed to work. So if you have any other things I missed or you're doing, I would love to hear it. Please leave a note in the comments. And also subscribe to this video. There's a bunch of buttons everywhere. Literally, Ray, my editor, is going to put a subscribe everywhere.